and Commissioner Soschuk earlier, didn't share some firm numbers, did share information about just the sheer response here that we're talking about. Obviously, you've seen the images of the police cars and whatnot swarming the scene, but in this case, he's talking about hundreds of police officers, law enforcement officers from Lewiston, from the county, from the state, from across New England, even the ATF, FBI, from the Boston Bureau, other federal agencies getting involved in this search at this point, because as it drags on, it gets harder and harder for them to track down the person. But of course, it's a numbers game. So they're saying if we can get enough feet on the ground looking for him, hopefully they can track him down, which is why they need your help.
Right.
Really, if you think about just how vast Maine is, how quickly it is, how easy it is rather to get to more rural areas. If you happen to see him anywhere in the greater Lewiston area or beyond, police really ask you give them a call. You can do so anonymously, whatever you need to do to get information to police so they can track this man down tonight.
Which that in itself, that number too, that's a huge number. Hundreds of police in Maine right now searching for Robert Card, the 40-year-old person of interest from Bowdoin. They found his car in Lisbon. Hundreds of police. It's an astounding number. You think about the number of agencies that would have to be responding to this here in Maine. A lot of response here.
Yeah, we haven't seen something of this magnitude, a manhunt like this, since perhaps the murder and death of Corporal Cole in Somerset County that had agencies from across the state and country come in. Of course, that was a horrific time for our state, and this is yet another on just a whole another scale.